Association. ALTA was founded in 1907 and is the National Trade Association of the abstract and title insurance industry. Welcome.
Thank you, Chairwoman Velasquez, Ranking Member Graves, and members of this committee. I operate a title insurance and settlement agency in Little Rock, Arkansas. I entered the title business over 20 years ago, operating with just myself and 2 employees. We truly began as a small business. I'm currently honored to be president of the American Land Title Association, and it is on behalf of our many small businesses that I am pleased to be with you today. At the outset, I wish to thank the chairwoman and so many members of this committee for your support of America's small businesses. I could call the roster of this committee and recollect your individual and dear colleague letters of support through many of our most difficult times, and we thank you. Nowhere in the world is the creation and transfer of interest in real property accomplished more efficiently and securely than in the United States. Economic success in America is entirely rooted in a clear system of property rights. Individual claims of property interest are transparently placed in the public records and daily reviewed by members of the land title industry, whose active diligence alerts public officials and interested parties of recording errors, title defects, and attempts to fraudulently cloud or impair legitimate property rights. It is precisely this work by our industry that allows a family to sit at a closing table to buy or sell a home. No matter how many simplification rules we pass, transferring real estate is and always will be a complex process. In my experience, there is no such thing as a normal closing or title issue. Every property, every buyer, and every seller add uniqueness to every transaction. It is a credit to the superb job of title professionals that anyone might even think the closing process is routine. But we regularly face well-intended regulators who, seeing the hammer in their hand, consider every problem to be a nail. Many of the frustrations of our small business members come as a result of unintended consequences of simplification. New RESPA regulations by the Department of Housing and Urban Development have created serious new costs. Implementation of the new regulations is frantically underway and will be fully required less than 90 days from now. While we still have issues with the new RESPA rule, we have forged a productive relationship with HUD and hope to continue a constructive and consumer beneficial dialogue. Last year, this Congress provided badly needed assistance to the real estate economy with the passage of the first-time home buyer tax credit. I would be reluctant to declare its effect a boom, but I can tell you that without that action, many in our industry would have closed their doors. Unfortunately, the threat of closure still exists. In fact, unless Congress acts quickly, I believe it will be a very long winter for many of us. As you know, the real estate economy is both cyclical and seasonal. We know the cycle is down and recovering slowly, but the summer season, absent the tax credit stimulus, essentially did not happen. The lack of summer reserves, coupled with exhausted or unavailable credit, has left too many of our members struggling for their economic lives. The proposal for a new regulator, such as the Consumer Financial Protection Agency, could not come at a worse time. We simply cannot absorb or even effectively engage in a new regulatory regime at this time, especially one with such a vague and overreaching mission. America's small business owners do not have HR and IT departments. They do not have in-house general counsels or government compliance divisions. Those hats are all worn by the same small business owner-manager who is struggling to comply with existing regulations in a difficult economic time. The CFPA is simply ill-timed and ill-conceived. From my experience, I know that optimism and hope are both required traits for small business survival, and I can say that right now, neither is in great supply for America's small businesses. I asked this Congress for 3 things. First, raise the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac conventional loan limits from the current $417,000 to $625,000. This will provide badly needed credit availability to the move-up buyers, thereby creating a velocity throughout the real estate column. Second, extend and expand the home buyer tax credit to include all buyers of principal residences. And third, to provide better consumer awareness, enact a borrower's right of inspection, giving buyer-borrowers a mandatory inspection period prior to settlement to review their completed closing statement. Again, I am deeply grateful for your time, your attention, and the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pryor. Our next